Hey, remember when Game Master 468 did walkthrough videos? Good times! What's up everyone, Game Master 468 here, bringing you yet another walkthrough. This time I'm doing a walkthrough of Skylar Plux Adventure on Clover Island for the PC. Now, you're probably wondering at this point, what the heck is Skylar and Plux? And I don't blame you, because this game is not very well known. It's kind of obscure, actually. Skylar Plux is an indie 3D platformer game in the style of like the PS2 era of platformers, like Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter and all that stuff. There's definitely some inspirations there, as you'll see when we get later on in the game. Actually, not that later on, like pretty early on, actually. Yeah, it's basically that. It's a 3D platformer, pretty story-heavy, I would say. Lots of dialogue and stuff. Fun stuff. It's a pretty fun game, and we're gonna experience it together. For the second time, actually, because I recorded this earlier and my footage corrupted! Yay! This is my luck. First walkthrough I've recorded in ages, and then the footage ends up corrupting. Good times. Let's get started. Get out of the way, mouse cursor.
A relic from the ancient progenitor civilization has surfaced, and I fear what could happen if it fell into the wrong hands. Some say heroes aren't born, heroes are made.
Well, this hero don't look so good. In fact, she looks like she could kill over at any moment. I don't know. I literally don't know who you are until just now.
Reconstruction. But hey, I'm not complaining. Once your brand new arm's complete, you'll be able to sucker punch people into orbit, baby.
Sucker Punch? That's my favorite video game company. Wait.
Strange to you. It's probably because I've started removing your memories.
Oh.
I know. A tad extreme, but that's just how I roll.
Well, I don't like how you roll. The way you roll sounds mean. Ah, don't eat me! Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to criticize your evil scheming.
Installation complete. This was a rather unfortunate turn of events, although you no longer remember said events. Stand by.
Oh.
Initialize kinetic weapon system.
Not a very secure lock on that thing.
To play, Skylar. Let's get you out of here.
Okily dokily, as it ominously zooms in on her eyes as if it's the villain. Or as if she's the villain, rather. Ah! Jeez.
Are you able to walk?
I don't know. Can you explain it to me in excruciating detail? Or you could just have it on screen on text. That's fine, too. Hey, look, I'm walking!
You seem to be fit as a fiddle. Now, I am more than a regular arm.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Use me to punch through those boxes.
Okay, I'll punch through these boxes. Sweetness.
How did you get out? I mean, I see you're taking a stroll. Good. You'll need some training before you're of any use to me.
Sweetness. I hope you give me the training through a classic platformer-like tutorial sequence. And speaking of which, that's basically what this is. If you couldn't tell already, this is basically the game's tutorial where we're learning all the snazzy moves that this game, that you can do in this game, such as running around, jumping, double jumping, punching, and spin attacking. Lots of fun things.
Don't bother jumping those containers, though. It's not like you can jump twice in the air or something.
Oh yeah? Well, watch this, yo! Ha ha! Bob doesn't get subtitles because he's lame.
Try my other function on this swarm bike, the spin attack.
There we go, yeah, the spin attack.
Also functions as a triple jump while in the air.
Oh, sweetness. Thanks for telling me about that game. Yeah, it's basically the Jak and Daxter, like, spin jump.
Slapped around Dave and Steve. They were useless anyway.
Oh. Poor Dave and Steve. Hey, Dave and Steve tried their best. Come on. subtle foreshadowing there, man. Yeah, so we could also have this. We have a grapple beam on Skylar's robot arm. You could use this to pull out platforms and such. It's done using the Y button. I don't know what button it's used for on the keyboard. We'll find out together. Bob's trying his best. Don't insult my boy Bob. All right, Bob is a sweet, innocent little angel.
Step on red buttons to activate all manner of mechanisms.
That sounds great. I will step on these red buttons to activate all manners of mechanisms. And hopefully at some point I'll get to actually, like, explain these mechanics in more detail. For example, I didn't do this in the first recording. I'm gonna go over here and get these boxes. I'm gonna smash these open and get these yellow gems. We don't know what these gems do yet, but they do serve a purpose. And we'll be finding out what that purpose is later on. But I will just say, just collect as many of them as you can, because you will need, like, a bunch of them to do what they're used for. So just run around, just get as many as you possibly can. Doop doop doop. So I guess now that they're kind of quieted down a little bit, I can explain some of these in more detail. What I mainly want to talk about is these attacks. We got the spin move, and we got this punch move. I'm going to let you know right now, you will rarely, if ever, be using the punch move. Just for the sheer fact that it's, like, kind of dumb. Like, as you can see, like, there's not much range on it at all. It's, like, really short-ranged. Doesn't really cover a lot. Which, like, if it's, like, a bigger enemy, it's not a big deal, but the problem is, like, a lot of the enemies in this game are really, really tiny. Like you saw, like, as the robot arm described earlier, the swarm bots that we smacked around earlier, or Dave and Steve, as CRT described them as. Yeah, those are the enemies you'll be finding for most of the game. There are bigger enemies, but those are the ones you'll be finding the most. And because they're so tiny, this wimpy little, like, punch thing is, like, not very good for taking care of them. So most of the time, you're just going to be using this. This spin attack is way more effective for clearing out those enemies than this wimpy punch move. The problem with that, though, is that if I, like, just spam the B button, if you can hear it, there's, like, a delay. You see, like, after I spin, like, there's, like, a little bling thing that the arm does after a few seconds. It's because you can't just spam the spin attack. It, like, takes, like, a second to recharge. So when there's, like, a swarm of those, like, tiny little robot dudes, it makes, yeah, you won't be able to, like, just spam them to clear that out really quickly. So you'll have a second where you're, like, completely vulnerable and can't do anything.
Use your grappling beam to swing through the air.
I will use my grappling beam to swim through the air, but first I'm still ranting about how stupid the spin attack charge thing is. It might seem kind of picky at first, but you'll see. When we get to a section where there's, like, a bunch of those tiny robot dudes in one area just swarming you, you'll see that it's, like, really annoying and kind of stupid. Yeah. Anyway, as Mr. Robot Arm Guy said, yeah, you could also use the grappling beam to, well, use it as a grapple and swing around. Like so.
You're forcing my hand here, kitten. Time to wake up our little friend.
Oh my, our little friend. Golly. Anyway, yeah, so, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, so this is this right here is very Ratchet and Clank inspired right here. It's like the grapple beam thing in, well, Ratchet and Clank. So, yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, we've made it out of the spaceship. We're free! We got out of there. Da-ba-da-da. Uh-oh. Oh man, it's an evil giant robot guy. Oh man, it's time for an epic boss fight. Wait.
Dang it, you imbecile. You completely
Oh, okay, never mind. We're not gonna have an epic boss fight. We're just gonna let the cutscene do the fighting for us. Off we go! Blasting off again!
No way! Today's finally the day!
No way, what's the day, creepy looking bird guy? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Aw man, look how happy he is. What could possibly go wrong for this little guy? It'd be a shame if that happened. Okay, first of all, you need like 5 more oh boys strewn in there. And second of all, you need like that last oh boy to be have 8 H's there, alright? That wasn't nearly as long.
That's neat. Greetings, feathery friend. Greetings, you guys. I'm Plux, and these islands are my home.
Nice to meet you, Plux. Alright, we got the Plux from Skylar and Plux. Now our gang is complete.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Plux. But we have urgent matters to attend to. Skylar, if you wish to regain the memories CRT erased, you must find the progenitor structure called the Siphon. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. The islanders always jam about that thing. It's some huge, ancient-looking thingamajig, right? That, sounds just like it, I guess. Can you tell?
It's also not very informative. There's like 8 different thingamajigs you could find. Alright.
I know felines don't like getting wet, and your mechanical arms are far too heavy for you to be swimming. So watch out for large bodies of water. Note to self, keep kitty cat out of water.
Yeah. Don't go in the water. Water's bad. Don't drink water either. Trust me, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Upsy daisy. Alright, so now we're out of the tutorial area. Now we're in what's considered the main hub area of the game. Actually, we're not quite in the actual hub part of the hub area yet. This is still like a linear platforming section. But when we get to the end of this linear platforming section, then we'll be in the main hub area of the game. So, yeah, for now we're just gonna keep going forward, collecting these crystals, gems along the way. I found out the last time I tried to record this that that they're called gems. That is the canon explanation. Alright. You're right. It's canon now. Don't argue. Okay. Oops, daisy. Yeah. Wee. I sure do. Thanks, dude. Very thoughtful, but how did you do that? How did you litter checkpoints around the island if you're an arm who is attached to my body at all times and therefore can't go anywhere? How do you do that, man? I don't... How? Also, weren't you like born like 2 minutes ago? How did you even have time to do that, even if you could do that? My gosh, that exact same thing happened. The same thing happened where I like almost missed the grapple beam. Okay, anyway. Oh jeez. Haha! Triple jump, baby.
Wait, is that the Elder?
The Elder?
What's he doing in a cage? It's not you.
Yeah, it's me. I'm right here.
Get rid of these monsters. Don't you worry your blobby little head.
Hey, man, that's offensive. Anyway. Alright, we gotta get rid of these little swarm bot dudes. Let's get rid of them. Sweetness.
Now, would you kindly release me from this cage? If you don't have enough gems, there should be a few monsters nearby that are full of them.
Sweetness. Alright, so here's what the gems do. They unlock these cages here, so you can let out these creatures. Gonna be learning more about them in just a second, but first, let's see what she wants. What's up, dude? You alright?
And thank you too.
Hey, don't sweat it.
Thanks for letting me out of that cage. You're a real hero, and I guess you helped too, Plus. I know what I was
From our island, and he calls himself the CRT. His guerrilla
Gasp.
attempt to deconstruct the siphon broke it apart, and I can feel the life force force of this moon seeping away. It's an ancient progenitor mechanism powered by 3 fuses. As the CRT stole one of them, the other 2 returned to their original places of creation.
Oh, I guess they could just do that.
Point of the island. In the seed lost in time. And the stolen one is kept in a fortress of steel. He has imprisoned my people, the Loa, trying to extort us into revealing the fuse's locations.
Oh no.
Please, if you find any of my children, break open their cages just like mine. And for the trouble, I will increase your health.
I mean, we didn't so much break apart your cage, we kind of just unlocked the lock and then just opened the door and let you out.
That sure seems like a tall order. I'm sure you'll define, Skylar. Pleasure meeting you.
Hey, no, you're not getting out of this adventure.
Clover Island is your home, and I understand that. But it needs you now more than ever.
What? Me?
You know this island, so you must guide Skylar on her journey.
I guess I know my way around. Sure, if you say so, jelly beans.
Very good, my friends. And Skylar, let Clover Mountain be a trial of your courage. Best of luck to you both.
Best of luck to you too. Oh.
Let's go on an adventure.
Yeah, adventure! Adventure away! Old school Game Master Joe!
Only the Siphon will allow that.
Oh, you're still talking?
Your journey begins at the foot of Clover Mountain.
Okay, I was heading there already, because you told me to, like earlier. So I don't know why you were still... Anyway, so now we got a quest. We need to go and find the fuses to unlock the Siphon, so we can get, Skylar's memories back, and also to stop CRT from doing whatever it is he's wanting to do with the Siphon. I actually forgot. But we're gonna stop him some way, somehow, and we're gonna do that. We also learn about the Loa. That's what those creatures are called. Yeah, so these creatures here, they're called the Loa. The rest of them are basically just her, but like their model is scaled down to be smaller, and that's it. That's the only difference. And also, they sound like 1,000 times more adorable than she is. Yeah, we're gonna be rescuing them at some point. We're not gonna be doing that right now, because they're an optional collectible thing. I'm gonna be dedicating finding all of the Loa in its own separate video, and we're just gonna get, like, all of them all at once. So, yeah, we'll be getting to that, like, towards the end of the game. We're not gonna worry about that right now. For now, we're gonna be focusing on our main quest. We're gonna be heading through here, and we're gonna go find the first fuse, which will give us our first step to unlocking the Siphon. So, we're gonna go after the first fuse, which is in here, on Clover Mountain, I think she said it was called. I don't know, oh, but whatever.
Alrighty then. I've been soaring around this place for years. Finding that fuse should be a piece of cake.
I can actually see it from here. Let's see if we can get a closer look-see. Well, now I can't see it at all. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna make our way through here. Oh.
I'm waiting for my papa to come and get me.
Oh.
He'll be back any day now.
Cool. Also, new enemy. We got this rocket launcher enemy. It's kind of really annoying, because it shoots rockets really, well, not quickly, but frequent enough to where it's, like, annoying, and there's, like, no, like, setup animation to let you know when he's about to fire it. He just kind of does it. So, whatever. There's the fuse up there. You see it? You see it up there? That's what we're getting. It's over there. Awesome. Alright, so we're just gonna make our way up here. Just got some basic platforming we got to do. Whoopsie daisy.
Going up?
Not yet. We gotta get on the thing first. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Alright, just gonna make our way through here. Oh, more boxes. Yeah, smash all those boxes and get all the gems you could grab. Because like I said, they're gonna be helpful for freeing the Loa later. There's one Loa over here. There will be Loas sprinkled all throughout the levels in this game. But like I said in the previous video, we're not going to find them yet. We're going to wait, and I'm going to dedicate that to its own separate video, where we just find all of them in one go. So that'll be cool.
So you survived the fall. I bet Bobby wouldn't make it. Guess I owe you a kick in the balls, huh, Bob?
That's a ow.
Skylar, do you know this guy?
And looky,
I wish I didn't. Oh, gosh darn it.
native acquaint.
Who are you supposed to be?
I don't know how to say this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me.
Oop.
Wait, you never heard of the mighty CRT? You pigeon?
Pigeon.
CRT? Does that stand for a cranky robot turd or something?
Yeah, got him.
Business, Bob, and the transmission.
What a sensitive guy.
Alright, so we have these pushing wall things. You saw them back there, but I didn't get to explain them because there was dialogue. You gotta make sure you don't get in the way of them because they'll push you back, obviously. But here, you need to actually jump on them. There we go. Easy peasy. Smashing some more boxes. Oh, more rocket guy. You can actually punch... Oh, well, I didn't think I was close enough to hit him. You can actually punch those rockets if you time it correctly so that they don't actually hurt you. But obviously, if you don't time it in time, then they will hurt you. Obviously, that's a statement. There's another low up there. I think I get some more dialogue over here.
This grungy metal stuff wasn't here before. We'll have to get around it somehow.
Yeah, by walking around it. Like, that was an obstacle? What? Okay,
Hey, look! There's a thingamajig straight ahead.
yeah, there is, and it looks way more harder than just doing whatever we did back. I don't know why he was treating that like it was an obstacle. That was weird, but whatever. Alright, we got moving platforms. Gonna jump up here. I'm gonna grab this thing. What we got? Whoa.
You found the jetpack. It allows you to hover through the air, rocket jump to high places, and rocket roll over your enemies.
Oh, snap.
Keep an eye on your energy meter.
The energy meter. Alright, so we got a new power up.
Ain't that the truth, huh, pussycat? Well, fine. It's just a prototype anyway. Probably just gonna break it.
Oh, is that why it looks like a 5-year-old made it? Oh! Anyway.
Anyway. Bob? Is it supposed to do that?
I'm not entirely sure, sir.
Then what am I even paying you for?
You're not actually paying me, sir.
Aww.
Right. Silly me.
Rip. Okay, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, we got a new power-up now. We got the rocket. Obviously, if you just press the jump button, you just do your normal jumps, but if you hold down the jump button after a jump, you'll do a glide like this. Like so. As you can see, there's a meter in the lower right over there that tells you how much rocket fuel you'll have. It will not refill until you land, like so. So, obviously, you won't be able to glide forever. Another thing this thing can do, if we go over here, if we hold down it's the L, oh, which button was it? There we go. The RT button, the right trigger, she'll do a charge up like this, and then when you press the jump button, she'll do a high jump like that. Whee! And then there's one other thing that Skylar can do, but I'm not going to do it yet, because there's no safe place to do it right now. I'll show it in a little bit. But yeah, that's all there is to it. You can do a glide like that. Do a high jump like that. Pretty simple stuff. Grab some more of these. Alright, here's a good place I can probably show it. Now that you have the rocket, if you press the R button while you're running, you'll do a roll. Skylar can't do this without a rocket ship, apparently, or a jetpack, apparently. I guess it gave her the knowledge to, like, lunge forward enough to do a roll like that. But anyway, you'll do a roll like that if you press the RT button. And then if you press the jump button, like, shortly after doing that roll, you'll do a long jump, like so. Pretty cool stuff. I was almost heading towards the direction of the Loa. In sync there. Okay, that was weird. Alright, got a button over here. And also some boxes. Oop, give me that. Alright, let's press that red button to activate all manners of mechanisms.
The passage is open.
Sweetness. Let's head on down. Okay, that's some weird flying there, Plux. Alright, now we can go in here. Yep, there it goes. It's telling us how to do the roll right there. Smash these boxes. Oh, the music's fading out, guys. It's ominous. There we go. Now we're in area number 2, and we get a challenge over here.
I love this place. It's so soothing and easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
I think the words you're looking for are chaotic and, hideous.
No, it's great, man.
What's your deal, man?
My deal? This pathetic island is my deal, pigeon. As in, I own it. I'll turn this wilderness into something more productive.
You can't.
No? That's exactly what those pesky natives said. And look where they are now. Anyway, tell me when you and Kitty Cat are done sulking and ready to get to work.
Whatever he's got planned, it can't be good. We really do have to do something, don't we?
Ow. Yes, we do, and we have to do something with this door over here. I don't know if he'll say anything. Oh, okay.
We hooked up to something. Let's see where these wires lead.
Alright, as you can see, the door's locked, and we got 3 little red light lock things over here. So you probably know what that means. We got a button pushing puzzle to do. It's not so much of a puzzle, it's more just finding all the buttons in the area, and that's it. Like, for example, we got the first one over here. Let's press this down.
Ah, so we gotta find 2 more of these.
Looks like it, my friend. Looks like it. Alright, so that's 1 down. We need 2 more. Like Plux said, you could just follow the wires to find where the buttons are. Looks like there's 1 up here. So let's jump on these things. Oh no, crying. I wonder what that could be. Maybe I'll explain it in a future video.
Not enough buttons pushed for this sucker.
And then the 3rd one, oh jeez, that was a bad idea. Okay. That went a lot better than it probably should have. Oh, it's really far away. Okay, we got some platforming we need. Ow! Jerk face. Ow! Stop! Get out of here! You jerk. I don't think I've explained how health works in this game, actually. That's a good point. Okay, let me get rid of this guy so he doesn't kill me. Alright, so, like, I was talking about how the gems free the Loa and stuff. Another thing they do is they also give you more health. You can see as we're collecting more gems, the little heart thing slowly filling up. Yeah, not only are they used to free the Loa, they also give you more health, which is an interesting way to do it. Pretty cool. There's a Loa over there. We're not gonna free it right now. Sorry, Loa. I'm a terrible hero, I guess. Alright, we're heading this way to get to the last button. This one's a bit of a climb. This is what I mean, like, I wasn't able to hit that last guy immediately, so there was a chance that that enemy could have hit me there. So it makes dealing with those small swarm bots kind of annoying. Just a little. See, even the Loa's upset about it. You hear it crying? It doesn't like the fact that that I can't spin those guys spastically either. Anyway, here's the button. Alright, now we can move forward. Whee! Do. This is a nice little song. I don't think anyone's uploaded the soundtrack to this game, like, ever. Which makes me sad, because this is a good soundtrack. I might do it myself on my old Game Music 468 channel that I, like, never use. Because if no one else is gonna do it, I might as well do it. But anyway, that's the end of that area. We can move forward now. Checkpoint! Yay! Aw, that's the end of that song. Got some more piston platforming to do. Boop-a-doo. Not much to say here, we're just jumping our way through here.
Uh-oh, I see fire.
Oh, geez, that is fire. That's not good. We need to figure out what's up with that. Gotta skip that last platform. Who needs that last platform? That last platform's lame. Lame-o. Oh. Okay, maybe that just leads to death. I was gonna say that would've been a good spot to hide a Loa. But I can see why they didn't do that, though.
Oh no!
Oh, gee!
Do this.
Oh, gosh!
That was easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Dude, you did this? Dude, not cool.
This place so burn, baby, burn.
Hey!
Watch me.
Golly, jeez. Poor people. I mean, I guess all the people are in cages, so they won't be needing these things anyway. But still, not cool, man. Not cool. Da-da-da!
This is a teleportation station.
Ooh.
Activating them will let you teleport between other activated terminals.
Sweet. So yeah, this is the fast travel thing that you can use. Most of these are locked, obviously, but if you ever need to, like, teleport to a certain spot, you can just be like, I want to go back to the gate. And then you sit through a loading screen for a while. And then, boom, we're here now. Neat little thing. You want to get around somewhere fast. We're not going to be at the gate, though. We're right where we're supposed to be, so let's go back there. Alright. So that's a neat little thing that makes doing things like finding the Loa throughout the levels a lot easier. And much more convenient, so that's pretty cool.
I should have brought my winter plumage.
Your winter what? I mean, you're a bird. I mean, I guess birds are supposed to fly south for the winter. I've learned that from Stuart Little too, thank you very much. But yeah, I guess this would be really cold and freezing for you. This place is a bit of a jerk face, because of these rocket dudes. And we trying to platform your way, and then all of a sudden, oops, it was a rocket, now you're falling to your death. Oops. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. It would not be a Game Master 468 video without burps interrupting sentences, now would it? Ooh. Smack these. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Grab these. Wee. Oh. Swing. Oh, jeez. Ow. Yeah, that could happen. Sword-stricken enemies. That's a fun time. Ooh. Gonna get some more plot. Yep.
Here when I was little. Well, littler. I'd look up at the sky, wondering if Papa was out there somewhere, on his way back.
Oh. I wonder what happened to your dad, man. I'm sure he'll come back, hopefully. I mean, assuming he's not dead and stuff. He's probably totally dead, is he? That's totally usually where this goes. He's totally dead.
Look down now, Skylar.
Well, it's not even that bad, really. Actually, no, that's a cloud, is it? So it's actually worse. Never mind. It's just as bad as it looks. Oh, that was close. Yay. Grab these. Oh no, don't hit me. Ow! I told you not to hit me. That's bad. That's bullying. Ow! Oh, don't die. Please don't die. Nope, I'm leaving. Nope.
These are crazy
what you were even trying to do up there. I mean, once I sent Steve to reach the top just for weeks, right? Forgot him up there for like 2 weeks. You should have seen his popsicle face when he finally blew down from there.
Aw, poor Steve.
Anyway, is that your individualistic dream now, kitten? To become a feline popsicle?
No.
Bozo.
Well,
Oh, geez, don't kill me. Okay, well, that was close.
your butts off. Or do. Your butts, that is.
Oh.
See ya.
Yeah, this got awkward all of a sudden. Let's end it there, thank you. I think we're almost there. Yeah, here we go.
Ruins? This high up? Hey, look! That must be the fuse.
I can see it through the rock cliffs that are clearly blocking my view of that. Somehow, I got X-ray vision now. Don't question it, I just do. Alright, so here we go. We got the first fuse right up here. Smash some of these. And here we go. Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Bob, what happened to the thief?
I'm not quite sure, sir. When she grabbed the fuse, it triggered something. It inflicted some of its power in her arm.
Well, ain't that cute? Flush her out into space and be done with it.
With all due respect, sir, I think she's worth more to you alive. We could seal her power in some kind of glove and...
Shut up, Bob. I've got it. If we seal her power in some kind of glove, she could become some kind of super weapon.
Very good, sir. Quite genius, indeed.
I know, Bob. Make the preparation. This kitty cat is getting a new paw.
Up.
Phew, that was pretty impressive, buddy. Let's go talk to the elder.
Okay. Let's talk to that elder and let her know we found the first fuse. Smack these. Smack these. Alright, yo, Jelly Beans, I think your name was. We found the first fuse, dude. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, every one of these areas will end with you talking to the elder so you can put the fuse back in the siphon. So let's do that.
Well done, young one. Yet this is but the beginning of your journey. To find the next fuse, you must venture to the Forlorn Desert. Only the wise shall gain entry to the domain of the progenitors. Good luck.
Thanks, dude. Alright, I guess we're going to the desert now. We went from freezing our butts off to now burning our butts off. I mean, I guess we just can't win, can we? So, let's not waste any more time. Let's just go right in.
Old blue stuff always told me not to come here. I guess this is an emergency, right?
Yeah, we need to go inside in this creepy, in quotes, desert. I don't know what's so creepy about it. Maybe it's this, oh gosh, oh, it's sand, oh no, sand, guys. Oh, so creepy. What are we gonna do? It's such a freaky place. What are you talking about, Plux? What are you talking about?
Sandbox Fun Time Land. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what my pappy always said.
Ow.
What he actually said was that I was useless, but...
Oh. Oof. Does it though?
Stretch your legs plenty now. You got yourself a pet bird. There's really nothing else to see here. Just some crusty old ruins that are impossible to get into. I mean, trust me, I've tried. I'm pretty smart, right, Bob?
Debatable. Alright, let's get these guys out of the way. So, I was trying to... Well, I think there's going to be more dialogue up here in a second, so I won't explain quite yet. We got some swapping platforms here. As you can see, they'll switch back and forth. We gotta time our jumps right so that we don't fall through to the ground. Ow! Stop it! No! Oh, I love you, swarm bots. You're the best enemy in the world. You're totally not super irritating. Well, if it's any consolation, your hardworking robots are really annoying and irritating. No, they weren't.
No one ever comes here. The elder said this place was cursed. Or was it sacred?
They're interchangeable, really. Ow, ow.
So, now they're enjoying a well-earned timeout in cages.
Oh. Jesse. not as effective without the visual aid, CRT, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, let's get all these guys out of the way. There we go. Alright, so I probably don't need to explain, but I'll explain it anyway. These platforms will fall down if you stay on them too long, as you can see, so I want to... Probably obvious as we were making our way through that whole long dialogue sequence, but yeah, just to let you know, these fall down. So, make sure you don't stay on them too long. But luckily they do come back up eventually, so if you do need to backtrack for like Loa and stuff, you totally can. So, cool stuff. Alright, now let's see what's in this weird green orb thing.
Sure hope Papa doesn't come back to get me while we're still away. No, I know. Bigger things are at stake here. Let's keep going.
Yeah, super bigger and more important things, like this green orb over here. What we got over here?
Analysis complete. Time orb obtained. Created by the progenitors, this ancient relic will slow down the flow of time when injected with energy.
Ooh.
Upon activating a time pedestal, it sustains a sphere that accesses an ancient point in time.
Ah. Interesting, interesting. So yes, we got our brand new power-up. It's the Time Orb. And we're gonna get to see what it's used for right now. Yeah, as you can see, this platform's spinning way too fast. There's no way we can jump on it. But, with using our brand new Time Orb, we can slow down time. And then we can just jump on the platform and make our way across. I know, craziness, right? Yeah, so... Yeah, you can use the Time Warp to slow down time around you. It makes it easier for, you know, stopping those platforms and such. As well as dodging enemies that might be getting up on you really quickly. Such as this guy down here, we got a brand new enemy. We got turrets. As you can see, they shoot really, really fast. And it's really wild and crazy. But, if we jump through the wall, what the heck happened there? No, if we slow down time, we can get around them like that, and just take care of them. Pretty simple. Oh, we got another one over here. Let's take care of this guy. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, as well as the swarm bot that I thought was here. Maybe it jumped off the cliff and died. Aw. Rip in pieces, Steve the swarm bot. Anyway, so yeah, so that's some uses for the Time Orb. It doesn't last forever, though. As you can see, we got a little meter down there in the lower right corner. If you hold it down, as you can see, thanks, lawnmower, you can see the meter goes down when it runs out, then the Time Orb turns off. So keep that in mind that you can't slow down time forever. Another use that the Time Orb is used for, you can activate these pedestals here. As you can see... Hey, can you do your lawn work later, Mr. Lawnmower Man? I'm trying to explain how to bend the fabric of time itself. It's very important. Anyway, as you can see, we can't make our way across there because all these platforms have fallen down. But they were up and standing at one point in time. So if we turn this on, we can make a little spear that will send the time backwards to how it used to be. And now, the platforms are standing again. Back to how they once were. Think kind of like the time shift crystals, or time shift stones, or whatever they're called, from Skyward Sword. It's kind of like that. In fact, it's kind of exactly like that. It's basically the exact same idea. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool things we can use the time warp for. And what do we got here?
Good up here? Let's punch it down.
Yeah, I love punching things. It's my favorite activity. Take that, stupid pedestal.
Cool. We can go to the path down here now. See if we can push it around.
Alright, so we got another time pedestal here, so we can, you know, take things back in time, as usual. We need this time pedestal to get rid of that statue head that's blocking the door over there. However, we got a bit of a problem. As you can see, we got a little pathway, we can slide them around and stuff. We got these 4 stompers here that we can use to slide the pedestal around. But when we do that...
It doesn't look like we can push it out of this square without something blocking it.
Yeah. Oh, and then Plux just tells you the solution to the puzzle. Thanks, Plux. Thanks for doing my job for me. It's not like I want to figure it out myself or anything. But yeah, as you can see, we can slide it around, but it doesn't stop sliding until it collides with something. So we can't, like, just get it over here and then slide it across to the other side, because there's nothing blocking it, keeping it in place, so we can slide it forward. So, that means that we need to find something to block the path of the pedestal, so that we can get it right about here, and then slide it into the statue, so that we can activate the pedestal and clear the way. So, as Plux blatantly told us earlier, the way we do that, is to get a rock so that we can drop it down, blocking the path of the pedestal, and yeah, and let us proceed forward. And we can get it by just going down this platforming section over here. Wait. Swing over here. And let's go ahead and just punch this rock down. Oh, you said it. Let's do it. Boom! It looked at me funny. It stole my girlfriend in high school, college. Alright, so now that this rock is in the way, we can punch this, and there we go. Now the rock stops it in place. So we can just move it forward. And now we can proceed to the next area. Let's do it. Whoop. And there we have it. Nice. So that's going to be the main gimmick of this level. We got our time orb that we can use to slow down things, as well as these time pedestals that we can slide around and move to different areas to proceed forward. That's going to be the main thing we're going to be doing in this level. As you'll see in this next room over here, we're going to have a bit of a more complex version of that challenge we just did.
Ooh, I don't even want to think about how long ago it's been since someone cleaned up this place. It sure stinks.
I know, right? I mean, it's so stinky. I'm like dying over here smelling this horrible temple through my X-ray smell-o-vision computer screen or whatever. Anyway, we got another time pedestal here, and we got this room full of these pillars that we can use to stop the path of the time pedestal, which is going to create a bit of a trickier sliding challenge than we did before. Our goal is to get this time pedestal from there to that door over there so we can clear the way. And it's really simple. We just gotta start by sliding it over there.
Slippy slide puzzle.
Indeed. Then we gotta slide into this pillar over there.
Almost there.
Slide it into this. And then finally, slide it over there. And there we go. Now we can turn on the pedestal and clear out this rubble so we can proceed to the next section. Pretty cool stuff.
Wonder what they were like, these progenitor dudes. I mean, how come they had time-shifting technology and still wanted to live in these stony abodes? Straight up weird, man.
I know, it makes about as much sense as robots existing in the future, but not in the I'm sorry, I messed up my own joke. It makes about as much sense as robots existing in the past, but not the future. Because, you know, that makes sense. Anyway, so as you can see, we don't have any way across over here. We turn this on. That pillar that we walked on earlier will raise up and lift over here. We need to spin this around. Then we gotta turn this time pedestal off. And that structure will fall over, creating us a bridge to the next section. Was that challenge exciting? I hope it was, because we get to do the exact same thing again, but not as exciting and less clever. So, let's jump on these platforms over here. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Alright. Alright, so we got a time pedestal on this platform over here with the spinning platform. We gotta turn this on, like so. Then we gotta jump. Okay, that was weird. We gotta jump over there, spin that around, and we gotta jump back on there, turn it off again, and then jump back over here. Gotta make 2 trips. Not as exciting as the first one, but whatever. So let me switch over to the jetpack here and do a long jump to this section. And while I'm at it, I guess I can explain that the power-up button for the jetpack is the same as the time orb button. As you can see, I'm doing the long jump right now by holding down the time orb button. They're both the same button, and you can switch power-ups by pressing the L and R buttons on your controller. So right now I got the jetpack equipped. Lets me do all my cool jetpack moves. And then I can switch to the time orb, like so, and slow down time like that. I don't know what the button is for... Oh wait, I remember what the button is. It's Q and E. There we go. Use Q and E to switch between the power-ups on the keyboard. But I'm not using the keyboard because... I don't know. Keyboard controls kind of just aren't my thing. They're kind of poopy to me. So I prefer controls, man. Console gamer for the win. Oh, that's gonna trigger like a whole bunch of people in the comments now. They'll be like, no, PC's the best. I'm sorry. There's nothing against them. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Look, there's a tree. Hey, look, there's a tree over there, guys. It's in the desert. Wow, it's so tiny. Look at that. Let's ignore the thing that I said earlier about PC games. No, but for real. Okay, so we got a tiny tree there. It's just sitting in the sand. That's not fun. We need to figure out how to make it bigger. So we got the bulk of these sliding puzzles here. Now we got these little stomper things, but without the time pedestal attached. As you can see, we need to get this over to this little thing over here. I don't know why that specifically makes it to where you can use this button, but that's the new rules now. That's what we've determined. So to get that over here is really simple. Slide that this way, and then that will stop the pathway just in the right spot, so that we can move it over here. What happens if I just turn it on, though? Oh. Alright. I guess that happens now. Sure. I did that a million years ago, Plux. Alright, so that will create some water to raise the water level up, which will help this tree grow bigger in the present.
You think you can jump on the tree to get to the next level?
Yeah, I can. Alright, so that's our main goal. We need to turn the water level high enough so that this tree can get really, really big in order to get to that room over there, which is the exit where the fuse is at. So, that's going to be our main goal. Let's platform our way up on these tree branches. Alright, we got sliding puzzle number 2. A little bit trickier than the previous one, but still pretty simple nonetheless. We need to turn this on. As you can see, like in the present day, the sand waterfall thing is making it to where we can't get behind this thing. It's just kind of stuck back here. So we need to turn this on so that we can actually get to it. Slide this forward. And then we actually need to do this. Here we go. Move this forward. Then we, oops, excuse me. Oops, there we go. And we need to do this. Yeah, so there we go. So now we need to use the time pedestal to stop the stopper so that it lines right up here. Now we need to move this over here. And I'll get it just in the right position so that we can get it into this slot. Sweetness. Now we can push this button and raise the water level even higher. There we go. Alright, so one more ought to do it, because if we know the rules of video games, is that these challenges typically work in threes. So, one more time, and that should be enough water to get us up to the final room.
Thirsty tree. Let's give it some more.
Yep, let's do it. Alright, so up here we're going to have the third and final sliding puzzle of this section, and it's definitely the most trickiest one. But luckily, good old Game Master 468 here is going to give you the pro skill slider puzzle knowledge that you need in order to pass this puzzle. As you can see, now we got one that's in the center of the room. So that's going to be something else. And we got 2 stoppers here as opposed to just one. So we got a lot to work with this time around. So it's pretty simple. First, we're going to slide this over here to get it in position there. Then we're going to take one of these stoppers. It doesn't matter which one. We need to get this one, and we need to slide it into this corner over there. And we're just going to leave it there for the entirety of this puzzle. Now, we're going to get this. Slide it over there. Then we're going to slide it into the time pedestal so that it stops right there. And now, we need to get the time pedestal. Slide it in the same spot. And then that stopper will stop it in place, allowing us to proceed forward. There we go. Thanks, Plux. I tried really hard. Lay. Alright. There we go. Oh, I probably should point out, I don't think I mentioned it when I was switching between the power-ups here. You can slow down time and also hover at the same time with your jetpack. Because hovering is, like, different from using the power-up button. Because you hold down the jump button in order to hover. So, you can hover and use the time orb at the same time. No big deal. Just thought I'd explain that, because I know there's going to be that one guy in the comments that was like, well, you said you don't have the jetpack equipped, how are you doing that? So, there we go. That's the last waterfall. And now, with that, that should make the tree big enough to get us to that door. And Plux is so excited about it that he can't even bring himself to use his voice acting to say that line that just appeared. So let's bounce our way up on these mushrooms, and let's finish up this level. Here we go. Up here, and let's see what we got. Da-da-da! Whoa, that's a big tree. And now, here we are, we walked inside the door just to walk out of it, just to walk inside it again.
Beautiful, and I bet it would make a sweet pad too. Let's climb, straight to the top, baby.
Aw yeah, let's climb it, boys. Alright, and as you saw, the fuse is at the top of that tree. So let's just jump our way over there and let's get our second fuse. Wee. Alright, and the fuse should be right over here. Alright, we got fuse number 2 of 3. We're doing awesome on this quest. Yeah.
Well, Bob, I want answers. Who is she? How is she still alive when my minions exploded by just touching that fuse thing?
I'm afraid I don't have a clear answer, sir. From the looks of her, she's just a low-life thief trying her luck.
They call Vicurians the most advanced species in the galaxy, and they built you?
Correct, sir. However, I possess limited knowledge of progenitor artifacts since they've been missing for thousands of years.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Soon enough, she won't be anyone anymore.
Oh, well, that's comforting. Golly, more backstory stuff. And statues popping into existence. Awesome.
Certainly, if I do say so myself, CRT ain't got nothing on us.
You two are way bigger losers than I am. You were nothing but a thief before I found you, Catnip. And you, Birdseed, you were too lazy to intervene before your friend showed up. You choose now to do so? You two are nothing but a layabout and a scoundrel. Bravo, slow
Oh, I love CRT. He's my favorite character in this. He's such a great villain. I really like his character. Alright, so let's go and tell the Elder that we got the second fuse. Yo, bro. We got it.
Fantastic, young one. Now only the stolen fuse remains. It lies within CRT's citadel. It will be a true test of your power. Good luck.
Alright, CRT Citadel. You know what that means? It's the final level of the game, where we have to go into CRT's base and get the fuse that he stole all that time ago, so that we can complete the Siphon, get Skylar's memories back, and stop CRT from destroying the planet. We're gonna go inside and get the final fuse that CRT stole a long time ago. Jeez, this place looks like a dump, man. What kind of potential are you talking about? The potential to make it look disgusting with purple. Oh, jeez! Ah! Oh. Okay, I guess that's what I get for bad-mouthing CRT's decoration skills. Yeah, it ain't looking too clear anymore, is it? Alright, just some simple platforming over here. Oh, jeez. Up we go. Alright, what we got? A room that you've already shown us before. Thanks for showing it us again, cutscene. Oh? Ooh. Nope, we can't. The cutscene showed it to us. That means it's important and we gotta touch it immediately.
Wow. Just looking at the thing seems to tick him off. Looks like we're onto something.
Indeed. Alright, so the reason why it showed us that wrecking ball, as you can see, if we look down this grate, there's a tunnel down here that looks like it goes somewhere. But, obviously this grate is blocking it, and we can't break it in any... How did I break? What did I break? What? Okay, cool, whatever game. Anyway, we can't break this grate no matter how much we, like, push it or whatever. There's no way it can... Oh, I just didn't realize Skylar does, like, a roll if you move while after doing a ground pound. That's cool. But anyways, yeah, we can't break this grate any way we can. With the ground pounds anyway. So that wrecking ball up there, it looks like it'll be heavy enough to break that grate if we drop it from a high enough distance, which, lucky for us, it's already pretty high up. So we need to do some platforming in order to make our way over there. Let's make our way through these lasers. Oh, jeez, don't kill me, please! No, okay. I'm like one hit away from dying, and I really don't want to die here, because it sends you all the way back to the beginning of the level if you die at anywhere at this point. And I really don't want to do that. Alright, let's run over here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there we go. Got some health back! Got health back and immediately lost it. Great. I'm gonna take it out on this Loa by leaving it here and not setting it free, because we're not doing that in this video. Alright, making our way through here. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Alright, there's gonna be some bad guys over here. Darn it! Stinking... Why place them there when you're platforming up and then they jump towards you and you get hit, and now I gotta do that all over. The swarm bots are stupid and dumb and... I I guess Skylar's, she's kind of taking a bath here. No. Having a little me time, you know what I mean? Just kind of chilling. She's alright with this. Purple sludge is her favorite. It's her favorite sauna product. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, I'm gonna jump up here and I'm gonna spin, and I still get hit. Alright, cool. I guess there's just no way to not get hit there, cause that's fair. Thanks, Swarmbots. You're the best enemy in video game history. Is he just stuck down there? I just hear him shooting endlessly. Alright. Whatever. Oh jeez. Okay. Yeah, we got lasers here that we need to jump through. We got a little pattern here that you need to recognize, so you can just jump your way through. Pretty cool. I mean, it's not cool that they hurt you, obviously. That's not good. That's not cool. But anyway, here's a button. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I don't know the rest of the words, so I can't sing along. CRT. Never changed, my man. Alright, so that broke the grates. Now we can just jump down to the next section of the base. Aww.
Anyway, we could use that crushing ball of his. How do we get it out?
Can we though?
On that box over there.
Ooh. Yeah, let's check it out. What do we got here? Well, I'll tell you what we got here. We got our third and final power-up of the game, which is a magnet. Magnet glove. Which changed color upon Skylar picking it up, because it's nothing like these ones. It also shrank, I guess.
I don't remember copying some old Valkyrian junk. Mom? Did you make that?
Yes, sir. I did. For, directing the crushing ball.
Aha.
That's very useful. Except that RoboCat and Beakface here just stole it.
Yup, and I'm gonna dunk it in this thing.
Yes. A catastrophe indeed.
Hey.
Never ever say something like that again.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so yeah, we got our next power-up. We got the magnet glove, which, as you can see, allows you to levitate objects into the air. You can levitate things like enemies, for example. If you hold down the power-up button, it's the same button as the roll button, as well as the time warp button. If you hold that down, you can pick up objects. Ow. And if you pick up enemies, you can use them as like weapons against other enemies to fire at people. Pretty cool stuff. Obviously, like all the other power-ups, it's limited in its use, so you can't hold on to enemies forever. You can't hold on to the wrecking ball forever, though. It's only the enemies where the magnet glove is, has a limited use, which is interesting, but I guess it makes sense. Can't let you just shoot at guys forever and ever, you gotta fight guys yourself sometimes. Alright, what I like to do for swarms of these enemies... Alright, remember how annoying I said those swarm bots were? And they're annoying to deal with? Well, if I can pick up the right enemy, there we go. There we go. Now you can just pick up these turret enemies and just fire away. That makes those swarm bots much less of a pain than they were before. So that's really cool. Smash these boxes to get some more of these crystal things. Alright. Got some more laser challenges over here. Oh jeez, I almost jumped there too early. Alright, let's jump over here before it turns back on. Oh yeah. Alright, and now we're gonna see the main puzzle type of this level. Last level we had those sliding puzzles, and now we got mirrors. Yes, a puzzle. This one's nothing to write home about, Plux. This is actually quite simple. All you gotta do is pick up this mirror here with your magnet glove. And you gotta move it in place. I said move it in place to redirect the lasers over to the switch to open the door. Pretty simple stuff. Just gotta move that one little mirror. That's gonna be the main thing we're gonna be doing for this level. Obviously, they're gonna get more challenging as we continue forward. But that first one, pretty simple stuff. Alright, so here we got a crushing thing. You're gonna use your time orb power-up to slow down time so you can run under here.
What does this factory even fabricate? I mean, it's almost like you threw together a couple of
Ouch!
hammers and lasers.
Whoa.
Just hoping something would pop out.
Yeah, like, this is not a very well-designed factory. I agree, Plux. There's just mirrors here. Or not mirrors, hammers. just swinging along. Just doing their own thing. I don't even know how that would work in a factory setting, but whatever, man. I didn't make the factory. I'm not gonna question you. Alright, so here we go. Now we can take the wrecking ball. We got more swarms of enemies. I'd also like to point out that all of your attacks work while levitating objects also, so you can press the spin button, or you could press the... There we go. Press the spin button to swing the object you're levitating around like that. It's pretty useful. You can also use the wrecking ball as a shield for these turret enemies. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, bad example. There we go. Let me get this guy out of the way. There we go. Okay, now I can show you what I was wanting to show. There we go. He can't hit us with this wrecking ball in the way. Sweetness. Aw, yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna go for a three-pointer. Here I go. Aw, yeah. 2 points. So you said it was a three-pointer. Shut up. Anyway. Alright, so that opens the door. Let's get these boxes. Excellent. Now, let's move onward. Alright, we got more low-quality PS1 lava. Let's go over here. Alright. Again, just another basic platforming challenge.
I find this fun. Well, okay, I kinda do.
Yeah.
But I'm only doing what I have to do. I'm playing the hand I was dealt.
Uh-huh. I see. What was the hand you were dealt, man? What's your deal? Maybe we'll find out in a couple videos. Oh, anyway. Alright. Oh, geez, another swarm bot. Alright. Okay, so we got another one of these wrecking ball-like hole things. And another locked door to go along with it. You need to go over here. You need to press this button to bring the wrecking ball over here. But as you can see, it's not going to fit in this hole. It's way too big to fit in there. So what we gotta do is we need to go over here to this laser wall. And while Skylar can certainly not fit through those lasers without getting hurt, the wrecking ball can. So just throw that in there and it'll roll down to the other side. I guess I should also point out, I don't think I mentioned how to throw it. You can press the punching button while carrying an object to throw objects like that, which is useful for challenges like what we just did. Anyway, let's put that in here and we can proceed forward. Let two.
Now, kid, there's no need for this tantrum you're pulling. I forget.
Skylar hasn't said a word all game, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up, Bob. Anyway, my point is, I'm not the bad guy here. I never made you into a weapon you already were one.
Oh?
Because you see, I'm not trying to deny your destiny, and neither should you.
Destiny schmestity, yada yada, bing bong boo.
Yeah. Poopy butt face. Oh, jeez. See Daisy. Alright, we got more laser puzzles. Alright, I think this is the bulk of the laser puzzles right here.
Be alive.
Alright. So from here, the puzzles are going to be a lot more challenging. Alright, so first we gotta put that there to redirect that laser. And then move that here to redirect this laser. No switch this time around, though, because the switch is way up there. So when you redirect this laser all around the room, so that we can activate the switch, bouncing it off of different mirrors until it reaches to where we need it to be.
I think all we gotta do is direct it to wherever those red mirrors lead, and Bob's your uncle.
What?
It's an expression.
Is it though? It didn't sound like he was serious. It sounded that he said that in a very like sarcastic tone. Alright, anyway, move that mirror there. And actually I think this mirror is fine where it is. So we'll just take this mirror. There we go. Move that over there. Oop, I said move that over there. And let's move this mirror down a little bit. And there we go. Alright, let's keep going. The screen laser doesn't hurt you, by the way, so feel free to walk it as much as you want to. Skylar can get impaled by it as many times as she wants, and she won't have a scratch on her. Alright. Oh, jeez. Why do you do that, Swarmbots? I'm trying to climb up a ledge, and you're like, I'm gonna jump you when you're least expecting it. Alright, this part's so hard, guys. You gotta move it over here. Oh, man, that was so hard. Oh, man, I don't know how I was able to figure that one out, man. Alright, and I think this is the last mirror puzzle over here. Alright, let's move this out of the way. Move that down a bit. Alright, we gotta get this mirror. Move that over here. And then we take this mirror we moved out of the way earlier, and we move it over there. And there we go, that's the puzzle solved. Now if we make our way up here, we can see the laser in action. There we go. So when we walk over here,
Skylar, let's crash this party.
there we go.
Please do. It's not like I've spent countless resources and sleepless nights watching my minions build this place.
Oh, okay, well as long as you don't mind, I mean, I guess that's alright. Alright, here we go, the third and final section of this level. Let's jump down, whee! Oh.
So long, you punks. You see, I tricked you into this big hole. It was all part of my plan, you big dum-dum.
I don't,
Fun drowning in
I
the huh?
jumped down here willingly though. I don't think he planned it.
Doubt that he even has a plan.
Yeah, I'm with you, Plux.
Let's roll.
Yeah, I think you just made that up on the fly, CRT. I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, we have those magnet platforms now. I probably should have mentioned that. Yeah, so with these platforms here, we got these, like, platforms with, like, blue beams over them. You can hold down the magnet button in order to gravitate yourselves on top of it, and it'll carry you over to different gaps. Like that. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go over here. And one final use that this magnet power-up has, this is like a really, like, useful power-up here. If we hold down the magnet button near these tiles,
In place.
yeah.
Like a force.
Like the...
Something metal.
Oh, I thought you said like the Force, like from Star Wars for a second. I was like, what? Did they just, did they really do that? Like, so yeah, you can hold down the magnet button near these tiles, and it'll create a pathway so you can make your way across. Pretty cool. Alright, press that button. We got our good buddy, the Wrecking Ball, yet again. Let's just use this to plow our way through the Swarmbots with no problems. Man, see how much more fun that is when you can just easily just take out those tiny enemies with no problems.
Right, I really did. You can roll this dump at my side.
I don't want to, for the very reason of the fact that it's a dump. Ugh.
This is your last chance, Cat.
Oh jeez.
Don't ever tell me I wasn't generous,
You weren't though.
bird.
Yes, Fuckface?
Yeah.
Whining about your precious daddy coming to save you.
Oh snap.
Actually think he'll come back for you?
Oh no.
No, I don't. For whatever reason, he's not coming back. And I know that now. But I'm moving on. What are you running from?
Oh.
It's like you're stuck in a hamster wheel, going on and on about destiny all the time.
Ah, Websters. A proud race of fearsome conquerors, I've heard.
Cute little furballs who take themselves way too seriously, I've heard.
Well, that story arc ended kind of anticlimactically. Yeah, you know how Plux was making such a big deal about his dad, and, like, where could he be? He's gonna come back, right? Oh man, what could have happened to his dad? Yeah, that's the last time we ever hear about his dad in this entire game. He's just like, I'm over it now. And that's it. We don't know what happened to him, we don't know where he is. That's just it. That's everything. Wasn't that worth the build-up, guys? Yeah, that's one problem I have with this game. Like, there are a bunch of, like, story beats in this game that, like, don't lead anywhere. That's nice, Plux. There are a bunch of story beats in this game that, like, don't lead anywhere. That's one of them, and there's gonna be a couple other ones, that we're gonna see in a little bit, as I'll point out. It's like right after this level too. Like all of the weird like story related problems I have are all like in this level or after this level. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing how they handled that, but whatever. Oh, and I think that's all the enemies, so we can just get that guy out of the way. If you couldn't tell by now, you have to destroy all the enemies to open that door. So now we can proceed forward, and I believe this is the final room of this level. Alright. I don't know, we haven't seen it, have we? That's right, we had a mission in this level, didn't we? Alright, what do we got? Ooh. Is it? I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it. Here I go. Here I go. I'm gonna do it!
The lava's rising. Guess this is it for Mr. Crushing Ball.
Oh no, Mr. Crushing Ball, no!
Funk out of here.
Oh jeez. Alright, we need to go. Alright, so we got a challenge where we just need to make our way to the top before the lava reaches us. What? What are you screaming about dogs for? What? Oh, CRT, you're best villain. I'm gonna say it. You're best villain. You're my favorite character in this game. Alright, so yeah, let's just keep going. We need to make our way to the top before the lava reaches us. Alright, we got lots of these platforms here. Make sure you have your magnet power-up on standby, because you're going to be using it a lot as you make your way up here. Let's see.
Look, over there.
Yes, an exit. Yeah, let's get out of here, bro. Let's go. Eh. We made it. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, Skylar. Plux. Yeah, they did it. Boom. Oh, hey.
Is that
Mr. Crushing Ball?
it made it.
Yeah! Oh man, our buddy and pal Mr. Crushing Ball saved the day! I mean, it didn't, but it didn't die, which it can't do anyway because it's an inanimate object. You know what, shut up. Anyway, we got the wrecking ball, which means we can plow through these enemies yet again. Which is like that's like one of the coolest parts of this level, aside from like the cool platforming stuff with the magnets and stuff. But yeah, just plowing through these enemies like they're no big deal. It's really fun.
This is the final stop for the Crushing Ball. One last lava bath.
Okay. I don't know why you'd want to do that after everything we've been through, man. Just gonna backstab it like that? How dare you? You have no soul, man. There you go. Long live the king, I guess. What?
It's the fuse.
Oh, snap!
Had the Crushing Ball all along.
Dude, what a plot twist! Alright! Our buddy and pal Mr. Wrecking Ball was the last fuse the whole time! Which means we got enough to open the Siphon. Yeah! Awesome! Game? Game? Okay, goodbye, I guess.
No more Mr. Cranky Pants. His face got wrecked.
Yeah, look at it being on fire.
I should have told you this much earlier.
Oh?
You're Bob?
Oh.
How did you know?
What? I thought we all knew that. Except for CRT, of course.
I didn't know that. It's news to me. You just gonna drop a big plot twist like that on me?
He's not what you think he is. CRT is our hostage.
Bob? Bob?
CRT's a what? Hey, Bob.
Bob?
You there?
Oh no.
Bad reception, I guess. Wonder what
Yeah, I'm sure that's not foreshadowing for anything at all. Don't worry, it's fine.
to check up on the other.
Yeah, let's check up on the other. Don't worry. Don't worry about how ominous that all seemed. Don't worry. I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen. Here, Elder, we got the last fuse.
You did it! Life is returning to the island, and the Siphon seems to be stronger than ever before.
Awesome!
Jelly beans.
As a token of my gratitude, I anoint you both honorary members of the law.
Aw, snap, we get to be marshmallow people, guys! Awesome!
Save the island. Well, what's left of it anyway. To think we'd be heroes.
Oh, is
Totally. Oh, dear.
yourselves?
Uh-oh.
Gasp indeed.
Ow!
Heroes?
Oh no!
For doing what? Destroying other people's hard work? Toying with others' destinies?
Your butt is grass.
Oh, jeez.
Audacious little featherball. I finally get to make a pillow out of you.
Sounds like someone found a dictionary.
Maybe I did. Perhaps while I'm strangling you, you could try and see things from my point of view. I mean, I've never had a choice. Conquering is my fate.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, Cranky Pants, but I can't get my head that far up my butt.
Dude, he's gonna kill you. Maybe don't badmouth him.
Not wise enough to save the traitorous little Bob, are you? Do you think
What, Bob? What did you do?
helping you dorks all along? You really think I'm some kind of idiot?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, jeez.
Well, the joke's on you. Actions have consequences. You think you've saved this planet? You doomed it. You succeeded where I failed. The Siphon is now complete. And guess what? Now this happens.
Oh, dear.
Skylar, you can't escape what you are. I'm gonna weaponize this sucker, and the first thing I'll do is scorch this sorry moon, and I'll start over from scratch. And it's all thanks to you.
No, don't do that.
What do I
No, wait, no. Oh, no! Oh, dear.
Let's bust his bolt, Skylar.
Oh, jeez, this isn't good, guys. Oh, man, we activated the Siphon, but then CRT showed up, and now he's gonna use it for his own evil purposes. Oh, jeez, it's not good. We basically helped him do his evil plan that he was planning all along, which is not good at all. Oh, jeez. This ain't good, guys. Oh boy, it looks like we're not quite done yet. CRT's weaponized the Siphon against us. He's gonna use it to wipe out the rest of the planet, which isn't good. So now what we need to do, we need to jump into the Siphon, head on up into CRT's spaceship, and we need to take him down once and for all. But before we do that, there's still some unfinished business that we need to take care of here on Clover Island. You might have noticed, throughout the past few videos, we've been walking by a bunch of cages and stuff with tinier versions of the Elder over here. She described them earlier on in the game, back in part 1, I believe. There's a Loa, and CRT imprisoned them all over the island. As you can see, there's one over here. Let's jump over here. Yeah, so we got a bunch of these cages here, which you gotta pay the crystals for in order to open them. They all cost 100 crystals. So if we pay them, it'll free up the Loa. And as you can see on the right side of the screen, there's a set number of Loa in each area of the game. And now that we've completed all the main missions, I thought it'd probably be a good idea to dedicate a whole video to show where all of the different Loa locations are. And we're going to start with the hub area. When you first start up the game, you're not able to find all of the Loa quite yet, because you need all the power-ups to do them in. But now that we have all the power-ups, we can go ahead and get all of the Loa in the hub area in one go, without having to backtrack or anything. So let's go and get the next one over here. The next one is over here. As you can see, we need the magnet glove in order to reach this Loa. Let's do that. Grab that one. Loa. Alright, smash as many boxes as you need if you need any crystals. I think we have more than enough to free all the Loa in the game though, so I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, so let's see, which one shall we get next? Actually, I believe there's one over here. Yeah, there's one on this cliff over here. Let's go grab him. Doop doop doop. Smash these. Alright, let's use a little jetpack to rocket ourselves up here. Oh dear. There we go. Boop. There we go. Lower. Up they go. Alright, and then the next one I believe is in the desert. Let's go and grab him right now. There we go. There's one in the desert. Grab you. And I'm gonna go this way, back to the island part. Alright, we're gonna go over here near the mountain area. A little tip, if you're having trouble finding where the Loa are, if we run around here... Oh, well, there's one right in the open there, but you can hear, like, they're, like, crying over here. Yeah, you can hear them. Well, it's kind of hard to hear because the music's really loud. Let me turn this down really quick. Alright, there we go. So you can hear, like, they're crying and stuff. They're really sad. It's really depressing and stuff. But it does help you figure out where the Loa are. So if you're having trouble finding them, just kind of listen to the sounds of their sobs, pleading for freedom. Just listen to that and you should be able to find some if you're having some trouble finding the more hidden ones. So those are all the ones, like, in the central hub area. The rest are back this way, towards the beginning of the game. We need to make our way through this first platforming section that we did, all the way back in part 1. We need to backtrack through it to find the rest of the Loa. Let's do that right now. Alright. Boop, doop, doop. Let's grab these crystals that are up here, because I can, and they're free. Alright, here we go. We got one over there in the distance already. Let's go ahead and grab it. Alright. Be free! Yay! Oh, jeez. Yeah, don't get too close to the Loa when they're floating about there, because they like to bounce you away for some reason. Which can be really dangerous if you're in an area like that, where you're in a high cliff with a bunch of water everywhere that can kill you. So, yeah, just try to keep your distance when the cage is open so that they don't bounce you off like that. Because that would not be good. Alright. Next one's this way. There we go. I believe, yeah, there's one down here. Free you. And then this last one we need the time orb for. We need to go over here. Let's turn this on. Now open up a passageway leading us to the last Loa. And there we go. Those are all the Loa in the hub area. Loa! And he just flies through the ceiling. Because that can happen now. So now we get to see what the Loa actually do. As you can see, when you free a certain amount of them, our good buddy the Elder has a little heart icon above her head. If you talk to her after giving her, after freeing a certain amount of Loa, she'll give you a reward.
You have shown great kindness, Skylar. To reward you for your hard work, I have increased your health.
Yes, this is what the Loa do. They're health upgrades. So that you can, well, get more health. Yeah, we've been playing the game with 3 hearts the whole time, but if you're playing through this like the normal way and freeing the Loa as you go along, you'd have way more hearts at this point. So, yeah, I guess this was my 3-heart run of Skylar and Plux. Move over, Legend of Zelda. This is the true 3-heart challenge over here. Alright, so now that we've freed all the Loa in the hub area, we're going to go ahead over here to the first level of the game, and we're going to free all the Loa in here. There's about 18 Loa in total in this area, and we're going to, well, free all of them right now. Let's go. Alright, we're coming up on Loa number 1 right now. As you can see, I did the first platforming challenge. And the first Loa is down here, near the first gate. Let's open that up. There we go. Oh, jeez. Alright, here we are on Loa number 2. Near the first little spinning platform thing that you reach with these 3 moving pistons. I'm gonna jump over here to the other side. And hope that I can make it across before... Okay, there we go. Alright, so before you climb these steps, immediately turn around and jump onto this ledge over here. And you'll find Loa number 2. There we go. You can see the next Loa over there in the distance, up on that cliff. We can't reach it from down here, though. We're gonna have to do some platforming to make our way over there. So let's just make our way through here like we normally would if we were playing the level normally. Go over here. This is where we got the jetpack. And then I don't believe that that elevator's not down there anymore, so we gotta do all this platforming again, just like we did normally. And then along the way, as we're making through this platforming section, we're gonna actually find another Loa, which is hidden behind these trees over here. Let's go over here. There we go. Loa number... Whoa! I almost fell off there. Loa number 3. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get Loa number 4 right now. Smack these boxes. I said smack these boxes. There we go. Alright. The button to turn on the elevator is over here. Probably don't even need to turn on the elevator though, because you can probably just jump down from here. But just to be safe, well, oh, I guess the elevator just stays up there until you land on it. Alright. Well, anyway, regardless, here's Loa number 4. Boom! Excellent. Oh, jeez. Yay! And here we are in this area where we had the challenge where we had to press the 3 buttons to open that gate over there, as you can see. There is quite a lot of Loa in this specific area. There's about 6 Loa in total. And we're gonna just go through and get all of them. There's quite a lot to get in here, so... yeah, let's just go ahead and tackle all of them. Alright, the first one is near this button. Over here on this cliff. There we go, there's that Loa. Get him out of there. And then there's another one over here on top of this thing. Alright, up here. Oh, maybe not that far up there. Oh, jeez. Well, I hear it. I know it's up here. It's up here somewhere. Oh, there it is, hiding down here below this bridge. There it is. Alright, the next few we're gonna go over here in this cave area to get. Actually, before we do that... Ow! Before we do that, there's another one in this cave over here that's also hidden. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here as well. Aw, don't cry, you're free now. It's all good. Except when you hit the wall, then it's not as good. Alright, now we're gonna go in through here to get the next few. Smack all these boxes. There's the next low over there. Free this guy. Hey! Lower! Alright, and here we are near this button where we had to, well, open the gate, of course. I'm gonna roll down here to the beach. Ow. Get these boxes. Alright, so there's another one just chilling here on the beach. Smack this guy. And open this up. There we go. And then the last Loa that's in this area, what I would recommend you do is run back to the checkpoint that's here real quick, so that it saves your location. Because the thing about this is, like, if you die at any point before you reach a checkpoint, the Loa that you've collected so far don't carry over, and you have to collect them again. So, if you haven't reached a checkpoint before, what am I trying to say? If you've collected a bunch of Loa and then you die before you reach a checkpoint, all the Loa that you've collected get uncollected and you have to collect them again. So, reach a checkpoint, like right here, so that it saves your progress, and then that way you don't have to collect all those Loa again. Pretty helpful stuff. Now, why did I bring that random fact up all of a sudden? Well, because the last Loa in this area is, like, really, really tricky. It involves a mechanic that the game never really teaches you. It involves these mushrooms over here. Alright. So, as you can see, the last Loa is over there on that random island that's in the middle of nowhere. And as you can see, we gotta use some mushrooms to bounce over there. But as you can see, if we just bounce on them normally, Skylar doesn't really get a lot of distance if you just bounce on them normally like this. And that next mushroom you need to get to is really far away. So what you need to do in order to jump further, if you do a roll jump and then... Oop, that was a bad example. If you do a roll jump and then bounce on the mushroom, you can see Skylar gets a lot more distance. Like that, it carries the momentum that you've had after you do the long jump. You gotta take advantage of that when jumping on these mushrooms. You can't just jump on them normally and then go, because then you won't get enough distance to actually reach the next mushroom. So we're gonna back up here. Jump on that mushroom. There we go. First try. And there we go. We got that Loa. So that's why I recommend you do the checkpoint, because obviously, if you fall in the water, it sends you back, and you can only take a certain amount of hits before you die, obviously. So I recommend you get that checkpoint, so that way if you die during this, while trying to get this Loa, you don't have to collect all of those Loa again. So, just a little suggestion. Alright, that's all the Loa in this section of the level. We can go ahead and proceed forward now. And I believe the next Loa is actually right through this door, so... yeah, up here. Actually, not up there, it's behind this house. Don't listen to me, I'm dumb. Alright, here we go. Here's the next Loa. Right there. Yay! Oh geez, double bounce. Oh, and the next level is actually really close by, like 5 steps. Alright, there we go. Let me see if I can get a nice view of where we were. Yeah, you can see the house over there that we freed that previous Loa. That's where we were, and we just went along the normal platforming path until we reached here. And that's where the next Loa was. Easy peasy. So now here we are in this area with all the burning houses. It's really, really terrible stuff, man. Before we head down this pathway, there's some grappling hooks over here they can grab onto. And you can get Loa number 13. Alright, and here we are in the third and final section of this level. Gonna go through here in the snowy mountains. Alright, and the next Loa is up there on the house on top of this mountain over here. You can roll over here. Now, I'm not sure, like, what the intended path to get up here is, but the way that I do it, you gotta go over here, and as you can see, we got a little cliff over here that you can jump onto. And then jump up here, and then do that, and there we go. I think that might be the intended path, actually. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, like, where you can and can't jump to in this game. There's, like, a bunch of cliffs and stuff that looks like that you shouldn't be able to jump to, but you can. So, yeah, it's really weird. But I guess that's the way they intended you to do that. And then the next Loa is over here. Loa number 15. There we go. Over here with this watery looking place with this little fountain that's just... Oh, I guess that's a waterfall. It's a small indie company, guys. It's... Gotta come a little bit of slack. But yeah, in this area, as you can see, we got a Loa just kind of just chilling over here. Just hanging out. But don't worry, now it can go wherever it wants to go. Sweetness. Alright, we're almost at the top of this mountain at this point. As you can see, we got the next Loa. You should be able to just see it normally as you're making your way up this normal platforming section. Just hanging out up here. And then, I believe we're almost at the top at this point. I'm just gonna ignore these swarm bots because they're annoying. Here we go. So here we are, this is where you would get the fuse. Let's see, like right here. As you can see, we got this teleported over here. The fuse would be up here. This is where the fuse would be. And then down here, hiding in this little corner, is the 18th and final Loa of this area. And there we go. There you have it. Those are all the Loa in this first area of the game. Sweetness. Let's head back to the hub area. And let's go and tell the Elder about it. How many health upgrades are we going to get this time?
To reward you for your hard work, I have increased your health.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, sweetness. Got 2 new health slots. Awesome. Alright, so that's 2 areas down, 2 to go. The next section we're gonna get some Loa in is the desert. Let's walk in here and let's go. Alright, so here we are towards the beginning of the level. As you can see, we got some branching paths here. We want to head towards the left pathway to get the first Loa. Let's go over here. Whoopsie daisy. Turn on this time orb. Now open up the pathway leading to our first Loa. 2. And there it is. Fly! Be free! So here we are back at the beginning of that branching path. We went left the first time. Now we need to go right, which is the intended pathway. And that's gonna... Jeez Louise, go away, stinking swarm bots. Alright, so up here we can see we got some cliffs that we can jump onto. We can do that in order to reach the next Loa. Up we go. And let's swing over here. And there's Loa number 2. Sweetness. And let's just jump down this way to get to get back on the main path. Oh jeez, that was close. Oh, thanks for shooting that guy for me. Alright, let's get these enemies out of the way so they're not a big deal. Alright, so here we are where we got the time orb for the first time. As you can see, it's right over there. But before we head inside, we need to go this way. In this little nook here on the left here. Whoopsie daisy. And there we go. That's Loa number 3. Alright. So over here, much like the previous area that we were in, we got a whole batch of Loa that we need to get in this next section of the level. Here we are, in this area where we had the little challenge where we needed to get the time orb slider down to reach the door and block it off with the rock and such. Oh, I should not have turned that on. Let me turn this off. There we go. Alright. So yeah, in this area, we had a whole challenge. We need to get the sliding time orb down the ground, and then we need to push a rock in the way of it to move it to the door leading to that section. We got about 5 Loa in this area to find, and the first Loa is over here. Let's go over here. There we go. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, ah. Great. Oh, I thought that put me back at the checkpoint for a second, and I was gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. But, I guess not. Whatever, game. Alright, similarly to what I said in the previous level, I recommend going back to the checkpoint so you don't have to get that Loa again, because it's a little tricky to get. So, there we go. Got that. So there's a bunch of Loa just scattered all over the place in this area. And they're a little tricky to find, but hopefully we're not going to have too much of a problem with it. Ow! I say as I get hit. Okay, the next Loa is down here. There we go. It's near the challenge where we knocked the sliding time orb down on the left pathway. And then, where's that shooting guy? I hear him. Ow. And there he is. Alright, let's get this guy out of the way so he's not a big deal. Doop, doop, doop. And then we also gotta go this way, beyond this falling sand over here. We got Loa number 6. Excellent. And then I'm guessing near the area where we hear that turret shooting. We need to go this way. Got some floating time platforms over here. We need to slow down time to jump on them. Get this guy out of the way. Jump over here. Ow. Oh, jeez, no! Okay. Cool. Alright, let's try that again. Knock you down, knock you down. And there we go. So that's Loa number 7. Hidden in this little cave over here. Alright, and then the final Loa of this area is going to be near the door that leads to the next section of the level. Let's head over there right now. Alright, here we go. This is where we knocked down that rock. And as you can see, here's the door leading to the next section. However, we need this time orb to not be here in order to reach this last Loa. Let's knock it back to the beginning over here. And let's turn this... Oh, jeez. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Hang on. Hang on. I need to fix you right now. That's a no from me, mister. Knock you over there. Okay. There we go. Because we still need to slide it back to the door later. Okay, so anyway. So as I was saying, we need to turn this on. And that'll open up a pathway leading us to the next Loa. Here he is. Hey guy, it's okay. Are you gonna fly through the ceiling too? Here we go. Yay! Alright, sweet. So that's all the Loa in this section of the level. And then the last 2 are pretty far apart. Oh jeez, why did I jump there? The last 2 are pretty far apart. There's one hidden in well, you'll just see. Point is, we need to knock this back. Oh, and then open this door again. And then for a little bit, we just need to play the level like normal. So let's just go over here. Here we go. This is what I was trying to say. So in this section, where we had that challenge where we need to like spin the platforms around in order to create a bridge leading to the next area. Yeah. We did this, and then knocked that around, and made a bridge over there. But before we go on that way, though, let's turn this back on really quick. When we turn on that time orb, it also makes a pathway over here. Couldn't reach this area over here because there was sand blocking it before. But now that it's in the past, we can make our way into this door, where we will find Loa number 9. There we go. And finally, here all the way at the end of the level, we need to make our way up this tree, and we need to reach the room where the fuse was in this area. Just go all the way around. Make our way to the top of this area. And the last Loa is in this room. Let's slow down time. Go on these platforms. I might have slowed down time a bit too early. No, never mind, I did it. Just barely, though. Alright. So, in here down somewhere. It's on the ground floor. Here we go. It's just chilling down here on the ground floor. Alright, there we go. Those are all the Loa in the desert. Sweetness.
You have shown great kindness, Skylar.
I know. Ah, shucks. Ah, sweetness. Alright, we only got one extra health slot out of that. Not getting as many as we did before. But whatever. Alright, so now we need to get one more set of Loa, which of course, fittingly, is in the last level of the game, CRT's base. So let's head inside and let's wrap this up. Alright, we got 14 Loa here. The first one is actually here at the very beginning of the level, which is quite convenient. We can just jump our way through here. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, here we go. Hiding in the corner with all these prickly vines. Get out of here, man. You don't want to touch these at all. Get out of here. Jeez Louise, man. Alright, and then in this area, where we had to knock down the wrecking ball to open the grate, there are some other sections of this area on the sides here that we can go to. As you can see, we got lots of boxes and stuff we can collect. Really cool. But where we need to be is we need to be on the other side, actually. Yeah, right over here. So not completely on the other side, but mostly on the other side. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, and here's the next Loa. Loa number 2. Sweetness. Alright. If you just make your way through this platforming section normally, you should just come across this next Loa. Just hanging out here on one of the platforms. So yeah, just make your way through here, and the Loa should be right over there. Pretty simple. Alright, so right as soon as you enter the second section, you need to turn around behind you, and there's a door over here with the next Loa in it. There he is. Get out of here. Here in this section, where we have to fight a bunch of enemies in this little lava room. Again, if you just make your way through here normally, you should just come across it, hanging out in the corner. Here in the conveyor belt room with all the lasers, you want to run this way, where we got a hidden platform over here. Again, take advantage of listening to the cries of the Loa if you're having trouble finding this one. But he's like right here, just hiding behind. And then you can go over here and continue the conveyor belt room like normal. Here in the first laser puzzle room, you need to go over here, and we got another conveyor belt over here. And instead of going that way where we're supposed to go, we're gonna go backwards. And we got another one in this hidden room. There we go. Alright, again, making your way through the platforming section like normal. We got all these hammers. Jump over here. And then we got these conveyor belts over here. Jump over here. And we got one hidden on top of this platform. Alright, we got this little platforming room with all this lava and these square platforms. We jump over here, and then run along this little skinny platform over here. We've got the next Loa just abandoned here on this pillar over here. Get out of here, man. You must be hot. Jeez Louise. Oh, jeez, like I am! And here we are in the second laser room. Or I guess the final laser room, technically, because it's one big laser puzzle. But anyways, we need to go on this conveyor belt and jump on this platform over here in order to reach Loa number 10. And that's all for this section of the level. Now we're going to be heading down to the third and final section. Leg spike! Boom. Alright. So the first Loa is right across here. Gotta wait for this magnet platform to get over here because I was too slow. There we go. And you can already hear it crying down here. It's down here. And it's gonna be another one that's gonna bump through the ceiling. I guess they're just ghosts. They just have ghost powers now. They're Danny Phantom. He's a phantom. Alright, now this next one's kind of tricky. You can see the next Loa, like, right over there, way off in the distance. How are we gonna get over there? Well, what we need to do... Let's go over here like we normally would. Like so. Jump through here. And then, as you can see, yeah, here we go. We just got a platform just off here to the side over here. You'll probably miss it the first time around. Because I know I certainly did. But anyway, so yeah, you want to go through here and you have this whole platforming section with these lasers and stuff. You want to be careful, especially with this one. You're going to have to just jump down and out. Not do it like that. Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. I think this is the right. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Alright, let's jump down here. No! Gosh darn it, Skylar. Okay, come on. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. Gotta slip under those lasers very carefully. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, no, no! Okay, okay, it's fine. We still got 2 hearts. We're okay. There we go. And there we go. That's Loa number 12. And then the last 2 are actually here in this, in the fan area. Yeah, you don't even have to play the rest of this section. They're all relatively close together, apparently. Alright, so let's smack these around. Alright, so Loa number 13 is down here. And Loa number 14 is also around here somewhere. There, here we go. I see it. I see the hidden platform. I think. Or not. Oh dear. It's here, but it's here. I have it in my notes. I know it's here. Here we go, this way. There we go. I always forget there's like 2 in this fan area, so I have to like take notes to remind myself that, hey, there's 2 in this area. But there we go! That's the final Loa of the entire game! We freed every single Loa in Skylar and Plux! Now, let's head on back to the Elder and let's get the last of our health upgrades. Alright, Elder, we did it!
You have shown great kindness, Skylar. To reward you for your hard work, I have increased your health.
Thanks, man. And there we go. We got all of the health upgrades and freed all of the Loa in the game.
You did it! You rescued every Loa from CRT's tyranny.
Yeah.
Passion truly knows no bounds.
Thanks, Elder. Glad we could help.
Skylar, the liberator of Loa.
And as you can see, when you free the Loa, like, they actually are scattered all about the island here, and you can actually talk to them. The Elder can speak to all of us using mystical powers. Apparently that's not a thing many can do. Sweetness. Make sure you have subtitles on, because, yeah, they speak in, like, gibberish. And, like, apparently they didn't think to turn subtitles on automatically to hear what these guys have to say, which is kind of weird. So make sure you turn subtitles on beforehand, before you start talking to these guys, in order to see what they got to say. So, let's see. But Volcarians could never build a robot like the CRT, would they? Oh, I don't know. It's crazy, man. I'm not going to talk to every single one of them, because as you can see, there's a lot to talk to. But I'll show some of the highlights, here. We're just three-dimensional beings trying to make sense of the fourth dimension. You literally aren't the same person as you were in the past. Dude, that's deep. I wasn't expecting some, Jeez Louise, man. Golly. Getting all philosophical up in here. You're a cat of some sort, right? So you were from the planet Zabra originally. Huh. You look confused. Sorry for asking a lot of questions. Oh. A little bit of origins of where Skylar came from, eh? Well, we are about to get our memories pretty soon from the Siphon, so that'll be cool. I'd like to come with you when you leave this moon. I want some adventure in my life. Sorry, Loa, number 847, but I'm afraid I venture alone. A time warp? What could the old ones have used those for? Space travel? Alternate timeline creation? Or just really wicked bullet time effects? Yeah, they matrixed it up. That's why they create the time orb. The time orb. Because they wanted to recreate the Matrix in live action. Which is weird because it's already in live. You know, shut up. CRT really gives me the heebie-jeebies. Is he really a robot? Where did he come from? Why is he here? Oh my goodness gracious sakes! Some think CRT is evil. Do you believe in evil? I wonder what motivates him to do what he does. It won't be an excuse, but it could lead to a solution. Probably, man. Probably. I think whamsters are really cute. They're like a mix between a weasel and a hamster. How adorable is that? Oh man, it sounds so cute. LOL, totes adorbs. And there is some sort of climate crisis on the planet Meritus. What's that? Well, it's the home planet of the whamsters, of course. Oh. Despite their cute appearance, whamsters are quite warlike, I hear. Can you imagine? Adorable little conquerors must make them hard to take seriously. We're hearing a lot of talk about whamsters today, aren't we? We Loa don't really react to physical violence. We just wiggle around. But being in prison was the worst. Thank you for getting me out. Oh, you don't react to physical pain, huh? Oh, I guess you don't. You just do that. That's all you do. Thanks for saving me, stranger. Huh? Your name is Skylar? Whoa! Well, now we ain't strangers anymore. Cool. Have you tried pouncing onto the mushroom? It's one of my favorite things to do. It makes it go really fast. Oh! That's how you're supposed to know how to get that low on the mushroom. You talk to this guy. Okay. I guess it does tell you how to do it. You just have to go out of your way to find it. Alright, cool. Hey Skylar, you are a Sphinx, right? Is it true that they say what happened to your home planet? What happened to her home planet? Dude, don't leave me hanging like that. Oh, no. Oh. Well, geez, it sounds like something bad happened to Skylar's planet. I hope it's okay. Oh, jeez. Jeez, maybe that's gonna be one of the memories Skylar's gonna get back. Who knows? Well, I guess we're gonna find out because the Siphon's right here. So, we're gonna jump inside, head into CRT's spaceship, and we're gonna have the final showdown and put a stop to his evil plans. Nice pop-in.
Welcome back to my humble abode. Did you get homesick? Predictable. Don't know what to do without your deceitful friend, Bob, huh? Well...
Hey man, Bob was nice. You shut your mouth.
Well, see, this is why I'm going to win. I don't need friends. I don't need anyone. Once I've drained the Siphon, even my father will fear me.
Oh.
You said I'd never amount to anything, Dad. Well, look at me now.
Skylar, this dude needs a hug.
Yeah, he's sounding a little cray-cray right now.
Civilization to Clover Island. Me, I'm an architect. You're nothing but a jumped-up furry thief and a little feathered rat.
Hey man, he's a pigeon, alright? Get it right. Get your species right, man.
Dad, I'll show everyone.
Okay, you need to chill. You need to chill, my dude.
Seriously, what are you on about?
Yeah, calm down.
See, plucky sidekick. You'll all see.
Okay, CRT sounds like he's completely lost it at this point, so I think that's a sign we need to hurry up and put a stop to him.
Finally found your way home, kitten. It's time for you to meet your maker.
Alright, let's go ahead and put a stop to this guy before he does something like really, really crazy, because he sounds like he's just completely lost it at this point. So, yeah, here we are in the TV room or something. I don't know what this room is. But here we are, going to the teleport pad. Yep, that's nice. Excellent. Alright, so before you jump up here, make sure you get your magnet glove ready, because you're going to be needing it for basically this entire fight that we're about to do. So when we, whoopsie daisy, let's jump up here, and there he is. Alright, here we go, the first, final, and only boss fight against CRT himself. He's gonna start by swiping his hands across. You'll just want to jump over his hands when he swipes them across the ground like this. Here he goes. You can do a spin jump to get some extra distance if you need to. And then after he does 2 attacks, he's going to shoot some missiles at you like that. What you want to do is you want to use your magnet glove, because something I didn't show in CRT's base is you can actually use the magnet glove to pick up the missiles that the turret guys shoot. So you can use that, pick them up, and then throw them back at CRT to stun him. Then you just want to go up to him and just start wailing on him like this. Alright, so after that first stun cycle, some new things are going to happen. One, you can see those platforms are going to get some, like, zappy, like, laser beam things on them. Oh, jeez. Calm down. Yeah, you see, like, it glows, like, little orange things around them, and then after a while they glow red. The red will hurt you. Once it starts hovering over the platform that you're on, just move to the other platform so that you don't get hit. And then you can also see he's doing another attack. He, like, ground pounds the floor and sends a shockwave down. You just want to jump over the shockwave, of course, when he does that. Pretty simple stuff. Alright, so when you go over here, I recommend you use the punch move. This is, like, the only instance in the entire game where the punch is actually more useful than the spin attack. The spin attack does less damage to him, and you won't be able to do a lot of damage to him before he gets unstunned if you use the spin attack only. So I recommend you use the punch instead, so you can do more damage during each stun cycle. So here we go, let's go over there. As you can see, we've begun phase 2 at this point. Now there's acid everywhere, so make sure you don't fall off the platform and get hit and stuff. Alright, and from here it's pretty straightforward. He's just gonna keep doing that, and he's also talking a lot. I've been talking over it this entire time to explain how the fight works, so sorry about that, but anyway, alright. Alright, we're getting close. I'd say one more hit ought to do it, and then he'll be done. Alright, he's gonna slam down. Oh, jeez. Boom! How's that for a dance? And there we go! And I got hit at the last second somehow. There we go. That's how you defeat CRT.
It's over. Finito. Dunyan rings.
It's a pigeon. We went over this. Get what?
Wrong button. Can we pretend this
You gotta be kidding me! No evil robot overlord jazz? You're just... this? I'm a whamster.
A whamster?
Stationed in its AI. Bob. And it's not even his real name, I just started calling him that. I used him and now he's gone. And CRT, that's just a big fat lie. Why? Why would you do all this, man?
Because he's crazy?
I never asked to be the son of a dictator, to be cold-hearted and cruel. Things are expected of me. Wait, back up. Who are you?
What?
I'm Tiberius Julius, the heir to the West.
Oh, his real name's Tiberius.
Whoa. So you're like a prince? No more. This was my last chance.
Oh.
I've been nothing but a failure and a laughingstock for my entire life. And unless I conquered a planet, Father said I'd be exiled forever. Wow, that's pretty rough. Look, I get how it feels to be left alone, but you do have a choice. You never have an excuse
Okay.
to be a complete butt and destroy other people's lives. I needed to prove myself. I figured people fearing me would be better than people ridiculing me. But now, I'm all alone in this galaxy.
That's not true.
Oh no, he has no friends. Oh man, I guess we need to feel bad about him now. Also, Bob's alive!
And you're not alone, sir. You have friends all around you.
Really? Of course, dude. But you have to promise to fix everything you mucked up down on Clover Island. I guess. I mean, yes, definitely, of course.
I do hate to be the
If I have to, but I guess I'll do. I mean, yeah, I've learned my lesson. Yes, I will help you.
being separated from its moon.
Oh.
Pulling us into the atmosphere.
What?
Uh-oh.
That's just great.
Oh dear, that's not good.
As this station wasn't designed for landing. Expecting a hull break in 10
Oh man, here we go, guys. We have the super epic climactic chase level to escape the space station.
No, wait.
minutes.
Oh, and CRT's gonna help.
Something for this.
Alright, so here we go. The epic final level to escape the... Oh, never mind. The cutscene's gonna do it for us. Never mind.
What year is it? Did I do good?
Impressive stunt, sir. Quite brave indeed.
Is it too late to pretend like I knew this was gonna happen from the start? I think
Yes.
it is.
Far too late, sir.
But that was the raddest ride of my life, dude. You saved us. I've got a warmish feeling in my chest. Is this what friendship feels like? Yeah, dude. Sip it all in. This is amazing. But what if my father finds out about all this? Hey now, let's...
You're an all-star.
Get to it.
And that's how our hero was made. It all worked out pretty well in the end, didn't it? CRT finally let go of his shackles thanks to his new friends and could truly be himself. Plux learned that the world moves on with or without you, and that doing nothing ultimately achieves nothing. Skylar defined what she was told to be for what she wanted to be. And with all these cliches, it's only fitting to say that it seems like they all lived happily ever after.
Yeah, they lived happily ever after, with Plux's dad still missing, Skylar's memories still being left behind, and CRT just being forgiven for all of the horrible, horrible things he's done over the countless years. I'm not a fan of this ending. Okay, so that's the end of Skylar and Plux, as you can tell by the credits. So here's my post-walkthrough review, I guess. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this ending, and if you've seen like some of my other stuff, like my Equestria Girls review for example, you probably know how I feel about these types of endings, where the bad guy was evil because he was so lonely. Oh, he's so alone, so he's gotta torment everybody. But, we feel bad for him now because he's all alone. We'll forgive you for killing us countless numbers of times. I hate that cliche so much. I hate it with a passion. It's dumb. You're not gonna you can't just... I'm all for, like, redeeming a villain and whatnot, but you gotta do it well, and this is not done well. It's literally just instant forgiveness. Oh, he was alone. So, I guess that makes up for all the terrible things he's done. No! That's dumb and stupid, and I don't like it. It's a really dumb ending. I'm personally not a fan of it at all. Some other things, as I said before, like, most of my problems with this game are story-related problems. It feels like they wanted to tell a larger story than they were capable of being able to do, if that makes sense. Like, the thing with Plux's dad, that was built up like craziness. I'm gonna go to this so I can just run around and talk while I give my final thoughts here. Yeah, so the thing about Plux's dad was built up, like, big time. He keeps talking it up, and it's like, oh, what happened? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that he's either dead or not dead, and he's just missing somewhere. It's one of those things, like, let's be honest. But we don't know which one of those they are, because they just drop it. Like, completely. He makes such a big deal about his dad, and it's like, oh man, my dad will be back any day now. Oh, I wonder where he is. Oh, I'm sure he'll be back as soon as possible. And then, like, CRT teases him about it, and he's just instantly over it. Like, there was no arc to it or conclusion. It just kind of stops. You never find out what happens to his dad. Plux just kind of gets over it, just immediately. And it just ends in an overall anticlimactic way, which I do not like. And that happens with, like, basically every major plot point in this game. The plot twist where Bob is the mechanical arm that Skylar is wearing right now is just so casually dropped in, like it's no big deal, when I feel like originally it was supposed to be a much... Like, that feels like that should have been a much bigger deal than they made it out to be. But they just casually drop it in, like, oh yeah, he's just Bob. Duh. Didn't you know that? Like, it's just so casually dropped in, very strangely. And then, most importantly, so this whole quest to fix the Siphon, to try and get Skylar's memories back, that wound up being pointless. Because Skylar still doesn't have her memories back. She never gets them back for the entire game, and that was the whole purpose for starting this adventure to begin with. That's what kickstarted this whole adventure, and it never gets resolved. She just never has her memories, like, for all eternity. And then I forget which one of these guys was talking about the Skylar's planet. That was like a major drop. It's not you. They're saying something about, like, Skylar's planet and how, like, something happened to him. Here it is. Alright. Is it true what they say what happened to your home planet? That sounds interesting. What's going on with her home planet? We never find out. Not all of these major plot points either end anticlimactically or never get resolved at all. It's really weird, and it makes me think like there was originally supposed to be a bigger story to this game. But then they realized they didn't have, like, the budget to actually pull it off. So they had to, like, cut down a lot of these plot points. But instead of, like, cutting them out or rewriting them... Well, I guess they did rewrite them. And instead of, like, cutting them out, they instead, like, simplified them down, like, super basically. So instead you get, like, these really major, like, interesting-sounding plot points that just have a very anticlimactic feel to them. It's really just strange, and I don't know what that's about. I feel like maybe they're like trying to set this up to be like a series, and they're possibly planning to go more into detail about this, like, in a later game, which I don't think is going to happen at this point, I'm going to be honest, because this game is, like, really obscure, and I don't really see a lot of people talking about it. So I don't know if a sequel is going to happen, but I feel like that's like the only explanation that I can think of, though, is that they left a lot of these plot points, like, lingering and unanswered because they're planning on going into them more in later games at some point. That's the only thought that I can think of for that. But for the time being, like, at the time that this walkthrough is going up and the time that I'm recording this, this is the only game in this particular series. There's no Skylar Plux 2 or 3 or anything. So we literally only have this, and we have a series of plot points that are just there and don't get resolved, or just have an anticlimactic feel to them. It's kind of disappointing, because, like, I see, like, interesting stuff happening here, but they just don't do anything with it. And that's just really disappointing to me. But that's my biggest gripe with this game, I would say, is just how they handled the story in this game. And in terms of, like, gameplay, I don't have much problems with the gameplay, to be honest. I guess, like, the biggest thing is, like, it's a really short game. It's really short. Like, I've done multiple runs of this game, like, on my own time, and the fastest I've been able to beat it is, like, an hour and 10 minutes or so. It's a really short game. Now, I personally don't mind that myself. For me, like, if a game is fun, then the amount of time it takes to beat it doesn't matter to me. It's the length of the game doesn't matter to me in the slightest. If I'm having a good time and it's fun, then it's like, whatever. I don't care how long or short it is, as long as I'm having fun. So, but I know that game length is a big deal for some people. So, just keep that in mind. That this is a really short game. And then the only other problem I'd say I have with it, I mentioned the enemies at some points. The enemy design I think is, like, kind of frustrating, I guess you could call it. There's a lot of, like, frustratingly designed enemies in this game. Particularly with the swarm bots, which I know it's in their name and this should be obvious, but the fact that there's, like, so many of these tiny enemies that swarm you everywhere, and you don't really have an effective way of, like, taking them all out at once most of the time without getting hit by some of them at some point. I don't know, they're just really frustrating enemies to deal with, and I don't like that. And when they're cluttered in with, like, all of the other enemies, like the turrets and the rocket missile shooting guys, it makes the enemies, like, in this game a bit annoying. So, that's really about it, I'd say. I've pretty much enjoyed everything else. The voice acting, like, is alright. I wasn't a big fan of it the first time I played it, but it kind of grew on me a bit. I thought the voice acting in this game is pretty alright, I'd say. And, the music is really great, too. I really enjoyed the soundtrack to this game, and I'm sad that no one has uploaded it yet. but the soundtrack in this game is really great. And there are weird graphical things here, too, like the water is kind of weird looking, but you can chalk that up to being, like, a small team with a small budget and stuff, so I give them a pass on things like that. And, yeah, I think that's it. I keep saying, oh, I think that's everything I have to say, and then I think of more things to say about it. But then other than that, I'd say that's about everything. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty good game, and if this looks interesting to you, it's on Steam, and it might be on consoles too. I think it's on PS4 and Xbox One as well. Hi, Game Master from the future here. So this walkthrough when I originally uploaded was uploaded back in, like, 2019, which was many moons ago, as you're probably well aware. And in the time between then and this compilation going up, the game was stinking delisted from Steam and everywhere else. The publisher basically was like, yeah, we're not gonna be doing games anymore, so, yeah, we're just gonna be taking all this stuff down, because, you know, that's fair. And also, to add insult to injury, the developers didn't even know that they were gonna do that. So, yeah, it was just like a whole mess that happened with this game, in the time, that this compilation took to come out. So, very crummy situation, but that's basically what happened. That information about where to get the game is outdated now. I don't know if the developers are planning anything to get the game, like, back up in some way. We'll see. But anyway, there's your update. Back to wrapping up this video. There we go. So if this game looks interesting to you, I'd say, yeah, definitely check it out. It's a really good game. A nice little, short little indie 3D platformer game. Instead of the classic PS2 era platformers that you know and love. Pretty cool stuff. That's going to do it for my Skylar and Plux adventure on Clover Island walkthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this walkthrough, why don't you subscribe or check out some of my other walkthroughs. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See you later, everyone.